This is section 11.6, part 1, where we're starting to talk about surface areas and volumes of spheres. Okay, so here in section 11.6, first thing we're going to talk about here is the surface area of a sphere. You'll notice we don't discuss lateral area of a sphere. And remember, if you remember right, lateral area is the area of the sides of a shape. But a sphere is essentially like a ball, and a sphere doesn't have any sides. So there is no lateral area of a sphere because it doesn't have any sides. So the surface area of a sphere is 4 times the product of pi and the square of the radius of the sphere. So essentially, the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared. Now, another way to look at this, if I were to take an orange, slice it in half, okay, and then draw the circle of the circumference of the orange on a piece of paper, and then peel that orange, it would fill 4 whole circles. Okay, the area of 4 circles. That's how they come up with the surface area of a sphere. All right. So, as we look at this, now let's go through a couple of examples. Again, surface area is 4 pi r squared. So on this first example here, again, I want to find the surface area. That's 4 times pi times r squared. So I've got 4 times pi times 7 squared. And when I figure that, this comes to a total of 615.8 centimeters squared. That's the surface area of that sphere. Okay, so this example here, the surface area of the sphere is 110.25 pi. Find the diameter. So again, I'm still going to use my formula, except for now I know how much the surface area is, and we're going to have to figure out the radius to get the diameter. So this is 110.25 pi equals 4 pi r squared. So in order to get r by itself, I divide by 4 pi. My pi's will cancel on both sides. These 4's cancel. And r squared is going to equal, if I take 110.25 divided by 4, rounded to the nearest tenth, I get 27.6. When I take the square root of that, I ended up getting 5.3. Okay, so the radius is 5.3. If the radius is 5.3, the diameter is 2 times that, which the diameter in this case happens to be 10.6 feet long. Okay. All right, so the second part of this section is the volume of a sphere. We found the surface area. Remember, there is no lateral area. And then we have the volume. Now, the volume is, in this case, we're going to still divide it by 3. Okay, if you were to take a sphere and open it up, you'd take 3 cups full to fill that in. So this is going to end up being 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. Now, another way to write this in your formula sheet would be like this. 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. Now, let's find the volume of these two up top. Okay, so the volume of this example, again, 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. So this is going to be 4 times pi times the radius is 7 cubed divided by 3. When I total that up, okay, when I take 4 times pi times 7 cubed, and then I divide that by 3, I get 1,436.8, in this case, centimeters cubed. That's the volume of that sphere. Let's take a look at this sphere. Over here, the radius is 5.3, so the volume is going to equal 4 times pi times 5.3 cubed divided by 3. And when I calculate that, I get an answer of 623.6 feet cubed. That is the volume of that sphere. Okay, this concludes section 11.6 part 1, where we talk about volume and surface area of spheres. Don't forget to complete your WSQ.